Greetings, YouTube. Compared to the best MCOC YouTube channels out there, the people with the most skills, the most clout, the most, I don't just want to say revenue, I want to say like credibility, compared to the Legacies and the OGs, the Setons, the Brian Grants, the Rich the Mans, the KT1s, although he's not really an OG, he's just awesome. I'm always going to view myself at like the bottom of the totem pole, and I think for justified reasons. And so I don't think of myself as like a mainstream MCOC channel. I think of myself as like a fringe channel. Consider me as like the crazy uncle at your Thanksgiving dinner. You remember he's there. You probably chuckle at some things he says. You probably roll your eyes at some other things he says. And in the end, you probably wouldn't trust him to drive you to the airport. That's me in this community. So sometimes when I see that people are in some small way or big way pretending to be me, I think, wow. As the great Dwight Schrute said in the American version of The Office, I have to say American version because once I said The Office and somebody across the pond got very offended and said, you're not talking about the real Office, the original Office, the British Office. Well, I just want you to know, British Office wouldn't, if it didn't exist, the American Office wouldn't be possible, but the American Office, I believe, went way longer than the British Office. So while it is the OG, I don't think it's even close to the most successful version. And again, I'm not saying that to be negative Nancy. I'm just saying that because I think it's a fact. With that being said, this is my profile. Looks pretty impressive. I am only ever going to be a legend in my own mind. Now, if I really wanted to be a legend in the game, I'm sure I could have taken my rank 4 Corvus or rank 4 Hercules or both, boosted myself up, spent a ton of energy refills, and got a legend title from some event quest goal. But to me, especially because isn't it still just a tier 4 class catalyst crystal, which you can get easily as like a milestone every 22 hours in an event now? Isn't that what you get? I mean, if I got like a rank 3 to rank 4 6-star rank up gem or something, which I feel like is the equivalent now, yeah, I'd be a little bit more tempted. But I just don't think it's worth my time. I also feel like most average players will never have a legend title. And I want average players to be able to identify with me because I am average. My roster's not average because the amount of disposable income I have thanks to this YouTube channel is not average. But remember, I always say this is due to you all's support, not my own skills. Always keep that into perspective. If you give me more credit than I deserve, I don't want it. With that being said, my man Zachary Savoy was on the chat today, and he sent me a few screenshots from somebody in the Alliance Min04, and Prof Hoff is taken, obviously, but Prof period Hoff was not taken. And I say this also because this guy, maybe he's trying to actually up my credibility. He is a legend. I'm a legend in here, but not in reality. He's a legend in the game. He also has Venom with the long tongue profile pic. Maybe he's trying to honor both me and Mama Bear. So he likes to say, I don't know, better than to say fake prof. Seen that video of him in Global messaging around was funny. And fake prof says, add my main, you'll regret calling me fake. Because I'm such a tough guy. I love threatening people on the message boards. That's totally my calling card. A while back. So, it continues. Punk. Hello, Apple. This is my backup. Do I look like someone who has a backup? I don't have time to sleep. I don't have time to keep hair. I don't have time to eat. I don't have time to make probably a credible YouTube channel. I'm just faking it till I make it, and I guess in this case I've made it. I'm entertained by this, but I don't want anyone else to fall for it. And again, same thing. Whoever asks if YouTube pays you, then yes, you get paid. Now that part is true. After you reach a number of milestones that actually weren't required by me when I started my YouTube channel, gosh, now almost 12 years ago from September of this year, so about 11 and a half years ago. Mama Bear has 2 out of 3 of the things required. She has over 1,000 subscribers, and I think at least a minimum number of videos, but she doesn't have the watch time needed. Um, anyhow, I think it's kind of entertaining that I have another imposter tell him hello. I think that he's giving me too much credit by already being clearly taking the time to be a legend in the game. But I'm not a legend. Only in my own mind. So if you see a Prof Hoff that's a legend, chances are it's a fake. It's a flattering fake, but it's a fake nonetheless.